The Pitt Season 2 Episode 13 ending explained. Why does Robby not want to leave for his sabbatical? The Pitt Season 2 episode Turn continues to move towards reaching a climactic point. Featuring the chaos surrounding the Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center's return to using digital tools, the episode focuses on the impact of ongoing stress on doctors already under strain. It revolves around Dr. Robby, whose odd behavior and unpredictable mood show that something is going on beneath the surface. Disclaimer: the following article contains spoilers for the show. Reader's discretion is advised. One major issue addressed by the Pitt Season 2 Episode 13 is why Robby does not want to go on sabbatical. He says the hospital will fall apart without him. The episode hints that he's scared to leave. He also says Robby's decision can be explained by his poor mental condition, characterized by fatigue, post-traumatic stress, and suicidal tendencies. Robby's decision not to go on his sabbatical has deeper implications than mere professional dedication. Throughout the Pitt Season 2 Episode 13, his quarrels with Dana uncover numerous flaws in his thinking. Though Robby claims that PTMC can no longer exist without his management skills, it becomes clear that his actions start becoming more irrational. Robby starts insulting his colleagues, such as Dr. Al-Hashimi, unable to control himself emotionally, thus projecting his issues onto others. It all comes to the boil when Robby tells Dana that his fear does not revolve around the idea that the hospital cannot function without him, but the other way around, and that he might not return after his time off. Robby considers taking his own life during a sabbatical due to the same reasons as mentioned above. Moreover, this episode also shows some traits of passive suicidal ideation displayed previously, including emotional detachment, impulsive actions, and a tendency to run away from problems. One of Robby's fears is being left alone. This is also shown in his mention of his mother abandoning him when Robby was young. The declining health condition of Duke, who suffers from a serious lung disorder, becomes an emotional trigger in the Pitt Season 2 Episode 13. This also adds an extra psychological weight to Robby. For instance, Duke was required to undergo a CT scan to find out what was wrong with him. As per Robby, Duke's health status is similar to a ticking time bomb, hence requiring immediate treatment. However, due to the holidays, Duke cannot be operated on for a few days, and Robby wants to inform Duke about his condition himself. Although it can be perceived as his moral duty, it also allows Robby to find excuses to avoid leaving the hospital until the surgery. Therefore, Duke becomes an emotional anchor for Robby, allowing him to stay at the hospital despite the upcoming holiday. In the Pitt Season 2 Episode 13, Orlando's second visit to the emergency room deeply affects Dr. Mohan. Orlando's first visit was connected to complications caused by his diabetic condition. However, upon his return, he came to the hospital already in an extremely critical state because he had fallen from a great height, causing brain swelling and lung damage. With such critical injuries, Orlando does not seem likely to recover. Dr. Mohan is very affected by this event. As she had already attended Orlando earlier, she feels guilty for what happened because her inability to help him made his life worse. In addition to that, by rejecting an opportunity to participate in a neurological procedure that would allow her to develop her career, she shows the extent to which her self-confidence suffered after Orlando's case. The Pitt Season 2 Episode 13 is available to stream on HBO Max. Quick links.